Hi. Okay, so for today, I'm gonna show on the organization as the whole applet. Okay, so let me present my screen. So we go to the organization applet over here. So for the organization applet, on the left, we have company, branch, and location. So first thing first, actually, if you want to create the new company, okay, the new company over here, you need the company code, the company name, company registration number, and also when actually your company established. Okay, if let's say you have a tax ID, SST ID, you can put it here. So phone number, fax number, okay, the currency, okay, the currency you need to fill up, and then the chart of account. So for this, so before you create the company, you should create the chart of account first. Okay, and then from the company, you choose which chart of account will be. Okay, and then the rounding 5 cent. If let's say your company need a rounding for 5 cent, then you can take it over here. So if let's say you take here, then you can choose which item code system auto fill up for you if let's say you creating any transaction. Okay, but if let's say you don't have any 5 cent rounding, never mind, you can untick it. So instead you choose on the group discount over here. This group discount meaning that if let's say you're giving like the whole transaction discount, okay, that's what we call group discount. So that one you can choose, you want system auto choose which item code. Okay, and then here we have a default pricing option when you're doing purchase return and also sales return. Okay, so here you can choose whether when you creating any purchase return or sales return in the system, you want the pricing is based on your last purchase price, sorry, or moving average cost or purchase invoice price. So by usually you for purchase return we use the purchase invoice price, and then for the sales return is based on the sales invoice price. Okay, and then you can upload the logo, and then you can choose the address. Oh, sorry, create the address. Fill up the postcode, city, country, and state. Okay, let me show you the one that we already have. Okay, we do have. Okay, make it bigger a bit. Okay, so here would be the sample. Okay, the company code is B company, the company name, registration number, okay, the tax ID, phone number. So some of the part actually is not being filled up. Okay. And then for this company, what would be the chart of account, and then the entity, they don't choose for the group discount and also the pricing over here. Okay. So from here, right, you can see there's a lot of tab. Okay, a lot of tab. The e-invoice tab here is where you can configure for e-invoice for to the HDN. Okay, and the PayPal, if let's say you're using PayPal for the meet to the intermediary. Okay, and then the address, just now the one that you created here. And the next one will be tax. So if let's say you do your company have a SST or SST, so you can configure here on the tax. But for this part, we need to have like tax configuration applet as well in the what do you call it, in the different applet. Okay, so the one that I want to show so is the branch. So if you see this branch and this one, we have two type, but actually they are the same. The same. It's just that how you want it to use it. If let's say you want from this company, then you click on plus to create the branch. That one also can. So meaning that you straight away link it. Yes, if link it and then fill up the address. But you also can create to manually on the branch over here. If let's say you don't use this click plus button over here. So one company can have multiple branches over here. Okay, under each branch, you can have multiple location. Okay, so if you click here, then you can choose what is your main location. So if you see here, there's a location as well. So this location actually will group it will show all of the location under each branch under one company. So example, you have one company and then five branch. So under five branch, you're gonna have five location. So this location will show the whole five branch location. And then next we have label. For this label, actually is used if let's say you want to do the tagging to the company, maybe like you want to group by department, for example. So we use the label to do the tagging. And then the next one will be the knock off for configuration. So knock off configuration will is a must to set up for the company. This is where actually you configure your workflow for the whole company. For example, you see here when I click plus, right? So is you configure what will be your starting point. For example, for the purchase, you start from the purchase order. Purchase order, you convert to the GRN or purchase invoice. Okay, so there where you configure, or maybe for the your sales, the customer need to raise sales order first. After sales order, then only you convert it to the sales invoice. Okay, so there where actually you configure. So it's based on the doc type over here. If let's say you don't want that anymore, so you can just make it gray color. So then off it has been updated. Or if let's say you want to update. So when we enable this setting, the whole your system for the transaction will be auto. When we do the knock off inside each transaction, it will follow whatever that you set over here. Okay, so for example here, okay, you can convert the purchase invoice to the purchase return. Okay, or maybe here you can stock request to the purchase request. So it's you configure by yourself. Okay, then we have an employee. So this employee actually to show you, it will link to our employee applet. Okay, employee applet, so you can see what is your who actually your employee under one company. Okay. So under okay, if let's say that's a company, so if let's say you're creating the branch over here, okay, let's say here on the so just now I show here on the company by branch is this branch right where you create it, but I said that you can manually create on the branch level over here where okay wait let me call. So when we manually add the branch over here, okay, you can create what is your branch code, branch name, and then here is where you do the tagging for the company. Okay, you do the tag, like you link with the company, okay, and then all the information that you can fill up over here. So here you can see if let's say you create the location before you create the branch, then you can choose from existing location. But if let's say you create branch before you create the location, so you want system auto create the location for you, so you just click create default location. So system will create auto create one location straight away take link to one branch, the one that you create now, and then this branch will link to the company straight away. Okay, and then you can fill up the address over here. After you create the branch manually, right? So this is will be the tab when you do the editing. So the company, all the information that you fill up just now, all right? Address, pick pack actually is used for your sales order. If let's say you use the delivery basically, if not, then you can leave it blank. Marketplace tab here is for the e-com product which is linked to your marketplaces like Shopee and Lazada. So this is where actually you configure. Okay, and then the location just now because we created the location for default or you want to choose from existing one. And then the settlement. So this settlement actually is under each branch, what kind of settlement that the branch can see. For example, cash or credit card or maybe Maybank. So each branch can have different settlement. This settlement is used for your cash book basically, or maybe your post, your POS there. Is it by if let's say by Grab Pay or Shopee Pay? So this is where you configure it. Okay, and then the label for you to do the tagging. Extension is, let's say you want to this one actually used for CP commerce. Okay, and then customer and supplier here actually is used to intercompany intercompany settings. So you link this branch actually equal to which customer. So when we configure here, your transaction there will be auto record that, oh, this one actually is an intercompany. Okay, customer and supplier for intercompany. So that's why we have an intercompany setting as well over here. So for this intercompany here, is where you set whether you want the system auto execute the intercompany upon final, or is it you want the system make it still draft, okay, and then you final it manually. Okay, and then whether you want when you create the sales invoice for intercompany, so the purchase invoice will be auto created. So this is will be all the auto configuration will be. So if let's say yes, so you just put it like this. Okay, and then the location. So the location actually will be straightforward. Is where actually you created same thing as well. The one that I want to highlight here on the company and then the branch actually will be your what do you call your default pricing scheme. So for each branch you can have a different pricing scheme. For this one, yeah, default pricing. So our default pricing actually you can choose by branch or you can choose by company. Company by company, for example, you have a list price. Okay, you list price, but maybe in your pricing scheme you have like East Malaysia, West Malaysia. So and then your because your branch is scattered around Malaysia, so East branch you can choose from East pricing scheme. So this is where you configure it in the default pricing. Okay. And then here actually on the GPS, the CP Commerce here is will the one that link to your CP Commerce product. Okay, the category group also used by the CP Commerce. And then the next actually will be your setting. Setting here would be all of your the one actually used by Wavelet. And then the role permission. Okay, if let's say you do have a permission over here, so you can set. Here, you can see you can filter. Okay, we do have an advanced filter whether you want to search by company, by company name or registration number and status. Okay, same thing with the so each sub module here we you gonna see this run the advanced filter. Okay. So now, is there any question for creating the organization applet? I open to the floor. Is there any limitation for the location under one branch? No. Uh, the answer is no. We don't have any limitation for the branch linking to the company. So if let's say you have warehouse, okay, warehouse, or maybe you have your own um, small store inside your branch, so you can under one branch you can have three sub location, something like that, or maybe one company three sub branches. So there's no limitation for that. It all depends on how you configure over here. So you just need to create multiple branches and then all of the branch it will be linked to one company. There's the company. Yeah. you just link to multiple one company. So multiple location can link to to one branch, and then multiple branch can link to one company. Okay, so anything else, or if not, we can the meet the demo. Thank you everyone.